Hello everybody, welcome back to Sarah's Country Cottage and Garden, and I'm here today for tree number, let's think, number 1, Brownlow Hedge, number 2, A Honeymoon, number 3, Shabby Chic, number 4, Teeny Tiny, number 5, Boot Room Blue China, number 6, My Beloved Tree, number 7, in front of me is my version of a German feather tree. And so now we're on number 8. Number 8 in the 12 trees of Christmas. We've still got another really big one to do in the hallway. Anyway, we've had a lovely day. Today is Saturday, the 8th of November. The forecast was rain, but we've been really lucky, and it's been dry, and we've had a lovely drive up through the lanes to Kendall in Cumbria. It's a lovely market town. My favourite shop is Nutshell, and I got some real bargains today. I might show you afterwards. So I'll do the tree, and then if you want to stick around and see my haul, what I got from Kendall, I'll show you at the end. So, I love the tree. Let me turn it round. So this was number 7 that we've done, the little vintage tree, or my handcrafted tinsel tree. I've still got a candlelight to go on there, but I ran out of the AAA batteries. Anyway, I'm just lifting the camera up because below me I had tree number, it might be 9, might be 10, might be 11. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next. I do need to get a wiggle on. Anyway, this is tree number 8. And as you can see, now I might change on here. I might change the trees around. That's why I didn't show you the tree that was lower on the ground, which is going to be my Peter Rabbit tree. But I'm not sure it's in the right place. I might have to move it yet. So I'll have to have a think about that. I mean, once I've decorated for Christmas, I spend the next month or so of the season titivating, changing, rearranging, adding to everything. So anyway, this is number 8. And this tree is for all my little wooden ornaments. So it's a tree that's from Dunelm. They had them last year and they've got them again this year. It's 3 foot. It comes in 3 parts. The first part is the base with the lovely Hessian sack, and then it's just 2 parts that slot inside of each other. So it's a really easy tree to assemble. I've got 2 of the battery powered LED lights that are timed, so they're timed to come on just after 5 o'clock. And then I've added 2, and I've run out of AAA batteries. But these lights, now I got these from Asda a couple of years ago, and they come with a remote control. They're a warm, they look a bit more yellowy off. The screen is making it look quite white, but they are a lovely candle glow. So they were from Asda, and they're battery operated, operated by a remote control. They are battery powered, and they are timed, so I can set them again for 6 hours on, and then they go off until the next day and come back on at the same time, just like all the other ones. They are amazing, and I'm missing one on. I need my 10th one to go about there to balance it all out. So that's what's on the list. So besides that, I've then also added these lovely little tiny red wooden beads. They really are tiny, like a miniature dried cranberry, don't they? And then I've got this lovely applique felt star on the top. So Well, let me just tell you about on top of these drawers. Normally, if you follow me on Instagram, and you've been following me for a few years, you'll have seen in past years, normally on here, I have my shop, my miniature shop, which is my version of Ginger and Pickles. And I have it flanked with other Christmas trees all around it, Christmas trees. And then I have my little Peter Rabbit and Woodland Friends and lots of toadstools. And I have this lovely garland that I made years ago going around it. And so that's why it might change again, because I might put that there. It's just a case with what's going at the moment with this picture. Normally what used to be here was our map of Lancashire, our very old map of Lancashire that dates back to the 1600s. And because we are based in Lancashire, it's our home, very much in the north, in the rural depths of Lancashire. And we've already had another power cut this week. So these powered battery lights at the moment are very much required, so that when the power does go off, because you can always guarantee it's at night when it's dark and all the power goes off, we still have all these little battery powered lights, so we can find our way easily to the bathroom. Anyway, let me show you what goes on this tree. So these are two sets that I've got of the type of lights I have. You can see they're not a lot of money. These cost me $2.99. I always go for warm white, and I always make sure they're timed. So that's the type I use. I think I've had different makes before, but I got those in the sale last year and I haven't used them yet. But anyway, next door on this tray, because I've unboxed everything, are these lovely wooden ornaments that I hang. Now, most of these I got off Instagram. There's a lady on Instagram, and do you know what? I cannot remember her name, and they're so beautiful. There's all sorts of different things. I have a few little bells. I have these lovely ceramic puddings and toadstools, but predominantly it's all these little wooden, and there's all sorts. Look at the little house, little doll's house, a little whippet, there's a bear, there's a little baby in its cradle. Anyway, I'm going to pause it and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I'm keeping this one simple. No ribbon, no bows. It's just the simplicity of these little primitive wooden hand-painted decorations. The little Valentine sweethearts, the little whippet, little fox-white terrier, foxhound, what are they called? You know what I mean. We've got a cute little bunny in a lettuce, and then we've got our angel, a squirrel, an elephant, a polar bear, dear old Santa. I've got two little robins, different maker. We've got the baby in the cradle, a little bear on wheels, and then we've got a lovely jug of flowers. So around the back here I've got some knitted, so a ski and miniature gloves and a miniature knitted stocking, and then I've got a hand painted wooden ski and a little wooden heart And then I have these little paper cutouts, which are kind of in the same style. They're very kind of, you know, they've got a Scandinavian feel about them. I think they're by, I'm not going to say the name because I'm not so sure. But she does greeting cards and advent calendars. So there we go. That's number 8 in the 12 trees of Christmas. So this is our little primitive Christmas tree. Talking of Prim and Clay last night, well, I think in the American time, I think it was Thursday night, it was live. But obviously here in the UK, I don't get it till the day after. But it was live from Country Bumpkins. Just love it. I've got that to watch. I think it's about 2 hours long. So I just love having it on in the background, and I'll look up every now and again and see Alice and Lainey and all the little things that are for sale, but it's a shame we can't buy them from the UK. Anyway, I'll show you my shopping haul from today. So to show you today's haul, I'll turn it around in a minute, but I just thought I'd show you. I've just carried over this little tea light that I have in this Yankee Candle teacup and saucer. It's fixed, especially for tea lights. Oh, I've had it so many years. Mum and I got them from QVC many years ago. So titivations around here are ongoing, but I love this giant toadstool I have on here that complements all my toadstools that are on the tree, including big giant one there. So I have this one that's covered in pearls here. And today, well, I don't know if I've shown you yet, but because we've got our tree over here, and I've had to move things, normally this stool is under our window. So now it's in the middle of the floor in front of the fire. I've not lit the fire. I have lit the some candles, and our garland is lit up there. And all our tree lights are on. And our garlands lit up there. I've still got lots to titivate yet. But going back, I don't want to make you dizzy. Yes, so I have this lovely cushion. Now, I got this cushion. I don't know whether it'll be, by the time you get to see this video, I don't know whether it'll have happened or not. But on the 29th of November, it's a Saturday, there is going to be a little brocante event, a little Christmas fair with lots of vintage and creative homemakers, and it's in a lovely little hall in a little village in Cheshire. And well, last Christmas I got this lovely heart-shaped quilted cushion from there. So anyway, there was a competition on Instagram for 2 free tickets, free lunch and a goodie bag, and lo and behold, I won 2 tickets, one for me, and I'm going to take Mum. So if Robert's not working, I'm hoping he'll come with us too, because he's my navigator. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you using my lovely patchwork quilt. This is a basket cover, and I did the quilt. I used it inside out because I love the ruffled effect of the hexes being inside out. I've got a Prim little doll on there. Anyway, while I'm sat here, I should have Anne Clay on in the background. I love putting it on the TV. Last night was Friday night. Usually Friday night we watch Gardener's World. We didn't last night. I had YouTube on all night while I was still messing around, titivating things, because, you know, there's all sorts of bits to do under the tree, under the table over there. So in the background, I had this beautiful snowy scene that kept changing. I mean, it's obviously done by AI and, you know, computer generated and all that jazz, but it was beautiful, soft, music, and one minute it'd show you lovely big white shy horses pulling a sleigh. Oh, let me turn the camera around so you can see. Anyway, as I was saying, so it was beautiful. It kept changing scenes. So one minute you'd be like looking across at this lake with all these snowy mountains in the background and little wooden chalets and Christmas trees and people walking about, and then you would be looking at two big white shy horses pulling a sleigh. Next there'd be a reindeer with a sleigh full of presents. There'd be a lovely church scene all lit up. Everything was snowy. It was all starry skies and twinkly lights. And then all of a sudden, it also felt like, do you know Thomas Kincaid? We're big fans of Thomas Kincaid. You know his snowy Christmas scenes where you've got the lamplight village. Well, it was like that as well. Oh, and I don't know what it was called. I've got it saved to my favourites, you know, so I can watch it later. Because it was lovely, because I'm clearly going to have it on again. I want to show it to my mum. My mum will love it. So, yeah, have a scroll through YouTube for Christmas and see what's on offer, because there's just, so many beautiful things to watch. And it's just nice to have it on in the background. I don't think we ever really watch that much normal television anymore. Yes, we love Gardener's World, and a guilty pleasure this time was the Celebrity Traitors. I don't think we'll watch the normal Traitors. We watched a few last time, and to me it was a bit scary. But the celebrity one wasn't really scary at all, apart from the deception on each other. But otherwise, they were real team players, and everybody got on really well, and it was just, well, it was wonderful to watch. We really enjoyed it. You enjoyed it too, didn't you, Robert? Robert's in the kitchen. So while I'm in Kendall, having a good look round, Robert drops me off at one end of Kendall at Nutshell. Nutshell is my first shop to go in. Just wait till you see what I've got from them. I'll show you in a minute. So Robert drops me off, and he drives to the other end of town, parks the car, and his first destination is Nero's. I think, is that your favourite coffee of above Starbucks, Costa, all the different restaurants? Nero is your 11 out of 10, isn't it? Yeah. So he goes there first. He loves and enjoys his coffee, and then he goes to Waterstones. And quite often he doesn't get anything from Waterstones. He's take his time and make sure he's getting what he likes. Anyway, today he got 3 books. So I'm thrilled to bits, because 2 of them I'm putting away. I've got them, and they're going towards his Christmas presents. And the other book he got was with a gift card that Mum gave him for his birthday. So he's had a successful day in Waterstones, haven't you, Robert? Absolutely. You love it in there, don't you? I got another present for him in there, which he does know about, and really it's a present for us both. It's the Bramley Hedge calendar for next year. Oh, the pictures are gorgeous. We love turning it over every month. Can't wait to see this December's. So yes, so that was good. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around again. I'll show you what I got. They're still in the bags, still wrapped up. I'm hoping they're not all sellotaped. Anyway, because some are breakables as well, and I did bang my carrier bag a couple of times because I am walking miles around the town. It really drops me off at one end, and Waterstones is right at the other end, and then there's all these little streets in between, and I go down one and I come up the other, and then I go down one, and so yeah, it's yeah. And I did. It was when we were back together and we were making our way out of Waterstones, because I was meeting back in Waterstones, and it was going out through the door and I said, oh, I'll carry this bag because it's got breakables, and then if I break it, I'm responsible. I can't blame anybody. And lo and behold, I banged the bag. So we'll see together whether I've chipped anything. One of the things is already chipped. I knew about that, but I thought I still want this anyway. Anyway, let me pause and turn around. Okay, so this is my rather loud shopping bag. Don't normally use this one, but anyway, first from Nutshell. Oh, I hope the light's not going to play up. You know when it goes light, dark, light, dark. Let's see what we can do. I'll try and stay back because it might be when I move, is it? Anyway, this has been in the window for Nutshell for quite a few months, and I look at it every time and I think, oh, I do like that, it's so sweet. And I do have a couple of copper kettles, but I don't have one this small. I mean, look at my hand. It's teeny tiny. And this was £15. And also, see, look, it's going dark and bright again, isn't it? So there's a description on it, and I didn't know about this. So it's a Victorian. It goes back to 1887, and it's for the Jubilee. It's Copper Tea Kettle by Matthew J. Hart and Sons. Now, I can't see any of that on here, but I trust the people. Oh yes, there is. Oh, it says here. Oh, it's on the inside. Oh, wow. Victoria's Jubilee Copper Tea Kettle. Wow. £15. That's a bargain, isn't it? That's a bargain. Oh, did you hear that, Robert? Wow, brilliant. I'll show you afterwards. So that was from Nutshell. I went to Nutshell first, where Robert dropped me off. Let me get these things out. Oh, let me get this out. Don't go looking at this. This is for... Well, I'll show you what you have to. Oh my goodness. I've got 10 meters on it. So let me take everything out. What was that? Oh yes, that was from... What was it? Oh no, I can't show you that. That's a present for somebody. And Mum might be watching. And it's a present for Mum. But not for Christmas. Me and Mum, as you can see, we've both got so much stuff. So if ever we see something, if ever I see something that I think, oh, that's perfect for Mum, doesn't matter what time of year it is, I've got to get it because I might not see anything else again for that year. You know, because it's finding something that's different that I know she'll love. Anyway, her Christmas present's already sorted. And today, because at the end of the day, we nipped back to Be Them Nurseries for a coffee. You like their coffee, don't you, Robert? Be Them Nursery. What's that one? That's a 10, really? You see, I had a hot chocolate. I don't like coffee. I like the coffee that Robert makes for me. Robert makes me a coffee. I'm pathetic when it comes to coffee. I like it really weak with lots of milk. So shop coffee is too strong. It tastes smoky, like it's on fire, and no, I don't like coffee. So anyway, I had a hot chocolate, and I didn't like that either. It was very strong. Anyway, never mind. But Robert thinks the coffee is a 10 out of 10. So it's very good. And it is a great cafe. We have lovely food there. And we do love Be Them Nurseries. You know we love Be Them Nurseries. We go all the time, every other week probably. Anyway, back to Nutshell, the first shop. She had a basket of, or a box I should say, on one of the shelves was a box of little frames. And in the little frames was, oh, come on, light. I do hope you're going to... I have to apologise. Why is it going dark, light, dark, light? Can you see this frame? What I love is a brass frame. I love this bit here because it's like the old-fashioned silhouettes. And I think this will be quite old, not an antique, vintage. This could be from like the 70s or 80s or something like that. And I might actually take the inside. No, I probably won't. What I need to find is a nice little silhouette. But the main thing is, this is heavy, solid brass, and it was £1.50. £1.50. I shouldn't be telling you all about this shop, should I? You'll all be going. I'd fly across the ocean for this shop. So anyway, so that's two things from Nutshell. The copper teapot for £15 and that beautiful brass frame for £1.50. Also, what she had, and so, do you remember my haul a few months ago? And it was the little teapot I got. And who's it by? Because it's the same, Coltonware. So you know the Coltonware, and I love, you know, my passion for foxgloves. I love foxgloves. So I got the lovely little teapot previously from Kendall Antiques Emporium, and I've got a jug that I got and a sugar bowl that I've got from Tracy at Tea Time Vintage. And then today, but it's not a cream background, it's a pink background or maybe a peachy background. And I got the little toast rack. This is Coltonware. It's perfect. There's no chips. No, well, hang on, because I did bang the bag. Yeah, it feels all right. Feels okay. So you can see it's Coltonware. And can you see there? £4. £4. Brilliant. Mum, isn't that brilliant? Bargain. So all three things that I got from Nutshell, all absolute bargains. But I got something else as well. So, oh my goodness, and this was a bargain as well. Oh, this is adorable. Now did I break him? Now I'm saying him. Saying him, there's, you know, what is it? Let's get rid of that. My rubbish, my packaging. Oh, is he okay? I think he is. I think he is. Are you ready? You ready for me to show you? I love these terriers. Do you know that I've always loved these terriers? I love, have you heard of Old Bear? Please read us a story, Old Bear. We'll all gather round, dear Old Bear. So it was a series of books. I think she was called Jane Hissey, the author and illustrator. Children's books and amazing illustrations, absolutely beautiful and beautiful stories, so cute, so sweet. And obviously they made a series for children and put them on television. You can now watch them on YouTube. We've watched them on YouTube even as adults, and my children loved the stories. They really loved the stories we all did together. And one of the stories was a little fox terrier like this one called Ruff. Was he called Ruff? Oh my goodness, I've forgotten. Oh, but anyway, there's a little terrier like this in it. And the other fox, wide fox, oh, what are they called? They are a fox terrier, but there's a type of them, isn't there? But it could be just a fox terrier. Okay, so Agatha Christie, Poirot, the series with, is it called David Suchet? Because yeah, David Suchet as Poirot. There's the one where he's in the Lake District, and there's a little terrier. It's called Bob, and he actually solves. If you've seen the one, you'll remember that he solves the crime, helping Poirot. And what I love about this Bob, right? And it's a beautiful house in the Lake District. It's an arts and crafts house. It's stunning. Got a beautiful wooden staircase, and this little fox terrier goes to the top of the stairs. He has his own little rubber ball. He nudges it to go down the stairs, and the ball goes bouncing down the stairs. He runs after the ball down the stairs, passes it, and then catches it at the bottom. And it is the cutest thing ever. So if you're ever watching Poirot, look out for that one. So this was £1. £1. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness, I've had such a good day. We both have. So I got two more things. And this is one of what I was looking for, really. So I'm doing a Beatrix Potter tree. So I was looking, I started decorating the Peter Rabbit tree last night. I thought I'd gathered a lot of things for it. I'm sure I had more than that last year. Anyway, it looks decidedly bare. Now then, in my Ginger and Pickles shop, I do have a miniature Peter Rabbit tea set, and I'm wondering I might put some ribbon around the handles and use them as ornaments from the Peter Rabbit tree. And I'm just unwrapping while I talk to you. But I was hoping to find something today. I was hoping we might have gone further into Cumbria to maybe like Bowness, where they've got the Peter Rabbit shop, and seen if they had some Peter Rabbit decorations for the tree, which we will do again before Christmas. But yeah, our Peter Rabbit tree is looking decidedly bare. Anyway, then, just as we were leaving Beetham Garden Centre, they were advertising. They had this beautiful faux Christmas tree, and it was called the Highgrove Christmas tree. So I don't know whether it's been made in collaboration with Highgrove itself. It was a nice tree, but the only decorations on it were upside down terracotta plant pots, like little ones, right? And through the hole in the top, so they were hung upside down, and they had hoops of ribbon, and obviously the knot was what stopped the ribbon from, pulling all the way through, so that you could hang them on the branch, and they looked obviously like bells. But plant pots, Mr. McGregor's garden, Peter Rabbit tree. Now I have got a lot of little miniature plant pots, so I'm thinking I can fill out my tree with that. So it wouldn't look very good here in our sitting room, which I've got it behind the sofa. I've put it on a red wooden vintage sledge that I've got. So I might have to turn things around. I might have to have a swap around, because I do think it would look nice if I'm going to do a Peter Rabbit tree and incorporate, because I put carrots on it. I think it'd be better in the boat room. So I might have to have two trees in the boat room. I might have to have a good rearrange in the boot room, because I do think this would look nice. Because some of the ornaments I've got for this tree are like, garden ornaments. The blown glass. Anyway, it's a plot spoiler. I'm not telling you anymore. You'll have to wait and see what happens. Anyway, what did I get next from Nutshell? I got two vintage glass baubles for our faux feathered tree, and they were £2 each. So actually, really, these were the most expensive things, to say they're just tiny little glass baubles. I don't think they're quite as old as what I have, even though these are still tiny tops, which I always think gives their age away. They're not quite as tiny as the ones I do have, but still smaller than, ones from. They've got to be 50s maybe, rather than prior to the 50s. So yeah, so I've got two baubles for our feathered tree. So anyway, then I'm walking up the street, and it's all full of charity shops. Kendall is really good for charity shops. There's a lot of charity shops, and then in the window, and this was for the RSPCA, this one, and in the window was this one. And charity shops are getting quite expensive. So I thought, oh, good grief, and it's in the window, how much is this going to be? So let me move this round. Now, I don't like the concept of this, but it is a Beatrix Potter ornament. It is basic. Oh, I should have got my other glasses, because these glasses no longer work for me. Beatrix Potter. So it's Mr. Benjamin Bunny and Peter Rabbit. So it's Benjamin Bunny's dad. Okay. And it's from 1975. So I would have been 3 at the time. And look, he's spanking him. Okay, so we've had a bit of a pause in the video. It's now a few hours later. It's actually 10 to 10. So I had a bit of a nightmare because I was filming. I was showing you my new Peter Rabbit ornament that I've got today. And suddenly it stopped filming because my camera, the storage was maxed out, completely maxed out. It wouldn't even let me delete any photos or files or anything because it was just so maxed. So anyway, I've transferred everything over onto a hard drive. So then I resolved, meanwhile, I've got ready for bed. I'm in my pajamas. We've lit the fire. And I was sat back down, filming again, and the mic wasn't working. I'd done another 7 minutes of just talking away, and well, you wouldn't be able to hear me. Hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully everything's good now. And I was in the middle of showing you my beautiful, beautiful old, I know it's old because I was 3 when this was made in 1975, lovely old Bezic ornament of Mr. Benjamin Bunny. And unfortunately he's spanking Peter. We don't agree with the spanking. But anyway, I love the colours. I love that it's old. It is part of the story. And Peter was naughty. He went into Mr. McGregor's garden. He was told not to, and he disobeyed them because those radishes are just too tempting. Anyway, I got this from the RSPCA charity shop in Kendall. It was just £6. And I thought, well, it's got a bit of a chip, but it's underneath. It doesn't really matter, does it? I don't think you really notice it. Everything else, the ears and everything, it's just perfect. So I got that. I'm really chuffed with it. So that's the end of my vintage finds. And I love it all. Oh, and since I stopped filming, I don't know if you'll be able to make out, but can you see here, on the little knob bit of the lid, is actually Queen Victoria's head. And it actually says the Jubilee here and the maker's name. So I just think that's a beautiful piece of history. Such a bargain. I'm definitely going to keep the tag for that as well, so I can refer to it. And it's just great knowing all about it. So I'm really chuffed with that. So those were all the vintage antiques finds that I got today. We did also end Kendall with going to the Antiques Emporium that I love there, but I didn't buy anything this time. But I did take a photograph of a table that we liked. It was a lovely old oak dining table. It was a drop leaf one, and it was a lovely oval size. It was slightly bigger than our current round dining table, which isn't an antique at all. It's actually a pine one. It's a lovely, really big, solid one with a good, solid pedestal leg. But I always have a tablecloth over it because it's pine, and everything else I have is oak and mahogany, and it just doesn't go. It doesn't look right. The chairs that I have for our dining table are painted. It's a lovely Farrow & Ball colour. But it would be nice to have a dining table that matches. I did take a photo, so if I remember, I'll try and insert it so you can see what you think. And it was so cheap. It was only £165. But the other thing is whether we'd actually fit it in our dining room is very small. And I do have 2 bookcases and a chest of drawers in there. So, and we have to walk through it. You know, it opens up into this room, plus we've got a door going into the hallway from it and a door into the kitchen. So even though it would be practical in that we can drop a leaf and it'd be big enough for me and Robert plenty, and it'd look beautiful. It'd be nice to do tablescapes on it. But it's whether the room would be big enough to have it open in the full oval shape. otherwise. Such a great bargain, really good bargain. So anyway, that was that. The other place, I mean, I walked around all over. I walked for miles around Kendall. Got some lovely shops. I checked all the charity shops out, and then the last shop I went in before meeting Robert in Waterstones was this one. So this one's called Armstrong Ward, and it's located opposite the Booths supermarket. It's a lovely shop, beautiful home furnishings, beautiful children's clothes and children's toys, you know, really good high-end quality pieces, and they do the mylic things in there. In fact, my stocking, am I able to position this camera to show you? Can you see it? It's on the, oh, I'm pointing to it. There we go. I'm trying to point to it now. This is a mylic stocking. I got that from there last year. So really nice things. So I got a few things from there I'm going to show you now. So one of the things I got was this lovely quilt table mat. Can you see the quilting on it? It's like, it's, you know, like when you've got jeans that are like stone washed or quilts in themselves. It's like a lovely kind of, I don't know, it feels like brushed cotton and it's quilted. It feels beautiful. It's like that faded, but it's brand new. I love it. I got one last year and I have it, or I did have it on my little table here. So this is my table. Oh, let me just, sorry about that. Dismissing an alarm. It's 10 o'clock. It means we normally have our last tablet of the day. We're of an age. So, on my little table, where you can see my pumpkins and my basket and my toadstool, I usually have one of these on it, but I've put it on the little stool here, on our little stool in front of the fire. But I miss it. I want one for on here because I love the effect it creates. So they still had some, so I got one of them. And then I got these little toadstools. So it's a pick of toadstools. So I don't know whether I'll pull them apart and use them individually or keep them like that. But I just thought, oh, I like them because they really are like a small version of this giant one that I've got. You can see this is giant next to my hand, and it's full on top of like little pearls and jewels. I love it. And this is very reminiscent of that. So I got those. They're just by Gisela Graham, big brand in England or the UK. I don't know whether it's anywhere else as well. It does say Gisela Graham, London. So yeah, I got that. Then I saw a group of pumpkins. Now I know we're coming out of pumpkin season. Can you hear my nana's clock? It's chiming 10. Really, it should be our bedtime. We haven't even sat down together yet, me and Robert. Bless him. He's in his Windsor chair now in the kitchen reading his book. So, not his new book. Another book. He's got lots of books. So, I think this is made of resin. It was only a £5, and they had 3 different ones. They were all of a similar sizes, but different shapes and sizes. So it made a nice cluster together. And I thought about getting the 3 of them, the 3 different ones. But I thought, no, I'll just get this one and see, do I really like it? So I think it's made to look like it's been made out of like copper or brass, and it's got like the blue verdigris, and it's very kind of very rustic. So I just thought I'll look at that. And then they had acorns to match, but big, like this size. And the lady said, oh, we've got some smaller ones if you go downstairs and have a look. Then I went downstairs and had a look. And this other lady said, well, we've also got this type of acorn. So rather than matching the pumpkin, they had these acorns. And I just thought, I prefer this. I could just see this because I've got 2 faux brass or gold looking, kind of, you know, like it's been gilded acorns that I hang at Christmas from my mirror in the hall. And it's this shape, they're these shape. And I just thought, well, this would be nice, just balanced on some old antique books. So I'll show you in another video. So I got that. That was just, I think that was £8 now. And then I got some ribbon. I got 2 rolls of ribbon from this shop and the velvet. Now, when I went to the reclaimed home fair at Chipping Norton in the Cotswolds, and I got my pumpkins, my handmade pumpkins, one of them was made out of a crushed velvet, and it's this colour, it's very close to this colour. So this is like, I don't know how they're coming across on camera, but this is kind of a rosy colour, rosy. And this is very goldy with an old buttery tone to it. And the frayed, let me see if I can take this, I think there's a pin. There is a pin. Let me take this pin out and show you. And who is it by? Velvet ribbon. Oh, yeah, let me put it in the camera because I can't see that. Is it going to be back to front so you can't see it as well? You make out the name. Mole. M-O-U-L-T, malt. Oh, made in India. 10 meters. So it's frayed. So it looks old. But it's like, it's the colours. It's the colours I've got in the kitchen. And I just thought, oh, that's lovely. That's so lovely and dreamy. So I got, well, these weren't cheap. I'm not going to tell you how much they are because my parents watch these videos and they'll go, oh my goodness, she's bonkers. So I've lost my pin now. What did I do with the pin? Oh, there we go. I'll just pin that back in. Keep it together. I couldn't resist it. I got them both. And that's it. That's the end of my haul. And it's going to have to be the end of the video because it's really late now and I need to clear this all away. We need to just sit down and relax for 10 minutes before we go to bed. So I hope you've enjoyed this little shopping haul. And tree, what tree were we on? Is it tree number 8? I'm losing track. Is it tree 8 or 9? That was 6, 7, 8. Tree number 8 in the 12 days. 12 days of 12 trees of Christmas. I was talking to Robert about it last night, saying, I need to make a song up about this, the 12 trees of Christmas, and started just singing something daft at the top of my head. Oh dear me. Maybe by the time I get to the 12th one, I might have a song for you. Get your earplugs in. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I love all your comments. And if you could like and subscribe if you're not already doing, that would be amazing. So thank you so much. And I'll see you again very soon.